to the Luxury channel with Archie Luxury. Today's been a bit of a sad day as I reflect on a sale of a very special watch. That's right, Archie Luxury is having seller's remorse. He's just sold his Vacheron and Constantin 6405 classic dress watch, and he's feeling a bit down. He sold the watch. Yes, Archie made money. Yes, it went to a good home. The new buyer's a very nice person, but it still doesn't take away the pain of losing a beautiful watch. Well, not losing, selling a beautiful watch. And let's just do a bit of reminiscing, and we'll have a bit of a talk about this classic piece. So basically, my 6405 Vacheron is a gorgeous classic 18 karat gents watch, and I bought this from a dealer in Melbourne, and it's a piece that I just absolutely love. The background to this is that I had a Patek Philippe 3919, and that's the classic hobnail bezel Patek, 33mm Patek with the sub-second at 6. And I've got a Patek Philippe 5107 Calatrava, and that's like the Grand Tourly Calatrava. And I wanted to get just a classic dress watch in yellow gold, which was same proportions as the Patek 3919, but was just something special. So I've been hunting around for a piece to fill that void, and there's a dealer in Melbourne, and Armadale Watch Gallery, and I saw this Vacheron in the unrestored section, and yeah, it was neglected. It needed a service, it needed a polish, it had a really ugly strap on it. The thing about a classic thin dress watch is you've always got to put a beautiful thin strap on it to accent the thinness and just the precision of it. So it had a really ugly strap on it, and I rang Shonny from Armadale Watch Gallery, and I said, "Hey, look, let's just do a deal." I've dealt with Shonny for years. He's a great guy, and he whacked off the price, lopped the price for me because I've done so much business with him, and I got this Vacheron, and yeah, it had a few flaws with it. It had a few little things wrong with it. It needed a service. It needed a polish. Had an ugly strap on it, and also the crown was not correct. It was a Vacheron has never used gold plating in any of their watches, and the crown was clearly not the original, although it looked period type, but it was just in poor condition, the crown. So I set about getting this piece brought back to its former glory, and the Vacheron itself there is just such a gorgeous piece. I mean, I was talking to the new buyer, the person who bought this watch, and I said, I've probably had 200 or 300 Rolexes pass through my hands in the last 10 years. I've probably had about 7 to 10 Pateks. And I said, you know how many Vacherons I've had? I said, I've had one. This is it. I've only ever had one Vacheron go through my hands. And this gentleman, he's actually a hedge fund manager, and he's quite a nice guy. What happened was I sold him a vintage Jaeger-LeCoultre box, and I'm a bit coy with customers. Customers have been such fucking assholes lately. They're just so rude, obnoxious. That's why Archie's given up selling, because he doesn't like dealing. Archie doesn't like dealing with pricks. Archie likes nice, well-mannered customers. So this gentleman came along. He told me he already had a Vacheron, and I said, "Oh, if that's the case, I'll show you some of my watch collection." And he knew my Patek because I had my Patek on consignment a year or two ago in Brisbane Vintage Watches. Ronnie asked me to put it in the window for a little bit just to just look classy at Christmas time, and I said yeah, and thank God I didn't sell. I just love my Patek. But anyhow, he said yeah, he knew the Patek. Oh wow, because I said it was classic white gold Calatrava. He knew my Patek, and I showed him my Vacheron, and he just loved my Vacheron. And I must say, this Vacheron that I've got, well, I should say I had. I've shown my collection to watch collectors and watchmakers, and people have said, I really love the Vacheron. Some people have said the Vacheron is sort of the best piece in the whole lot, and I can understand that. The Vacheron's got a class to it. The things I loved about my Vacheron is that it had the original dial. The case had not ever been over polished. It had a little ding, but that adds to the history of the piece. Beautiful, 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 stunning Vacheron, and it's very sad now that it's gone. I must say, looking back on it, I just feel a bit flat, a bit low about it, and why did I sell it? Well, look, these things are all financial. I owed a little bit of money to a friend because I bought a Patek Philippe 24 for my wife, so I owed my friend a couple $1,000s on that deal, which I wanted to fix up quickly. It's lingered for a little while. I wanted to get that paid out. I owed the same friend. I bought a Rolex Explorer 2 some time back. I owed him a little bit on that, and I wanted to I wanted to clear up some money I owed him, and basically this offer came. The guy said to me, "Look, if ever you think of selling it, let me know." And I said, "Well, I gave him a figure which was fair. It is a beautiful Vacheron. I don't think I'll have another Vacheron." I said to him, "I don't think, you're talking about a piece which has got a Geneva seal movement. This is one of the finest movements." I said, this is a Vacheron which I think myself. This Vacheron I dated with the with the Vacheron archives, and it says it's 1960. This is the best period for Vacheron. The late 50s, early 60s. This is their golden age for the thin dress watch, and it's got the K1001 movement, Geneva seal movement, absolutely stunning piece. I don't think I'll ever have one of these Vacherons again. And just look at the lines on this piece, the coin edge bezel. It's just class. And I've got to say, I owed a little bit of money for some other watches, and I thought, okay, I just get rid. I said to him, if you want to buy it, this is the price. He said sold. It kind of jolted me. I was hoping he'd say no, but he said sold, and I thought, oh, okay, not a problem. And the gentleman it's gone to, he's such a nice guy. He's a hedge fund manager, so he's well off. I mean, let's not beat around the bush. He's well off. He's already got a Vacheron. He didn't try and haggle me one bit. This is the thing. This is a man of class. He didn't say to me, when I gave him a price, he didn't say, I'll give you this, or I'll give you that. He just said, okay, sold. And a gentleman like that, I like to take good care of. So I said to him, thank you, and I'll also give you. I've got an original Vacheron and Constantin leather strap, which wasn't fitted to the watch. I said, I'll include that for you. I had a 1960s advertisement from Vacheron and Constantin. I said, I'll give you some literature on it. I had a fairly new Vacheron catalogue. I said, here you go, you could have this as well. So, I really, that customer, he's a great buyer. Very, very, very nice guy. It's always nice to see a watch go to a nice home. He's local to me, so I can see that watch from time to time. I really do feel sad that it's gone. I felt really low after it. I had actually he'd paid the money, and it's very sad. This is the Vacheron I thought I would never ever sell. But why did I sell it? Well, I owed a bit of money to a friend on my Patek and my my Explorer 2, and I'm thinking, well, the market's, I've had a few run-ins with some dickhead buyers, so this was a guy who bought the Vacheron, and I just thought, well, that's okay, just let it go. I can pay a little bit of money to my friend. I could have put it on a credit card, but I just wanted to clear up that. At the end of the day, I said to my wife, I said, look, I've got my beautiful Patek Calatrava White Gold 5107. I've got the beautiful Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Grand Date, which my wife is going to give to me for my 40th birthday. I've got a beautiful two-tone Royal Oak Audemars Piguet, I've got some beautiful watches. I mean, sometimes you just got to let a piece go, and I think in many regards there, when you sell a piece, it makes you realize, hey, you don't actually own any of these possessions. They're just with you for a short time. It is really sad to see the Vacheron go. That's one piece I really, really did love. I think I love my Patek more than the Vacheron, but I don't know if I'll ever get another Vacheron piece. I mean, I love Vacheron; it's a great brand, but it's in such short supply. There's not a lot of Vacherons around, and the thing I loved about mine was the beautiful dial. The dial was absolutely stunning. It's just so 1960s. I had a Mercedes 230 SL Pagoda, and the Vacheron is so just fitted in so well with that type of vehicle. And I kind of I don't know what you can say really. It's just really sad. Here, you can see some pictures here. This is when the crown wasn't replaced. But I put it on a beautiful brown strap. It's just so gorgeous. It's vibrant. Here we go. I've got a bit of an ugly strap next to my Patek. I mean, it was such a beautiful piece to behold and have, and I'm just sad it's gone. I kind of had seller's remorse. It's gone. I was hoping he'd say, no, your price is too high, or I'd hope he'd make some smart ass remark, and I could just walk away with pride. But it's unfortunately it's sold, and this is sometimes what happens. I had a smart ass person came to me and said, "Oh, that's why you buy things in twos." Well, look, that's just a stupid comment to make. This is a vintage classic piece. You don't get them in twos. You get them. If you're buying stupid mass-produced crap like a Tag or Longines, sure you can buy them in threes or fours, but a beautiful handcrafted Vacheron, you're lucky to find one. And I must say, it's sad it's gone now, but I mean the positive side is that it's gone to a good home, and it's somebody who loves the brand as much as I do, and that dial. Oh, I mean, where do you get an original 1960s Vacheron Constantin? A dial like that, it's just to die for. It's kind of, I don't know what to say really. It's very sad there. It looks like I'll be leaving the big Vacheron forum on the internet is the Hour Lounge, so it looks like I'll be leaving that. I've had some smart ass remarks lately from the Hour Lounge, so I mean I suppose that's one thing that's another reason why I was leaving Vacheron. The Hour Lounge hasn't been as supportive to Archie as Archie would like, and the owner of the Hour Lounge, Alex Gotti, even though he's a wonderful guy, he kind of pissed me off when he was saying that he doesn't think the world's thinnest watch was the LaSalle. He was saying no, it's the 1003 movement that's in the Vacherons. That's the thinnest, and he's just being a bit of a dickhead about that. But I don't know. I've had a good time at the Hour Lounge. That's been a great forum. I've enjoyed my time there, and it's kind of sad to see it go. I mean, will I get another Vacheron? Time will tell. The one thing about a Vacheron is that they're certainly not cheap. You're not going to pick one up for low money. They are an expensive watch, and you got to pay big money for them. So I don't think I'll get another bargain Vacheron like this again. And I've sold it. I've made money. That's cool. It's great. But a part of me is kind of upset that it has gone. And whilst I'm recording this video, the only way I can console myself is by wearing my Patek 5107 in white gold. I'm wearing it, and I'm kind of I must say it's put a bit of a hole in my collection selling this Vacheron, because I've got an Audemars Piguet ultra thin watch which uses the 2003 movement, which is same movement Vacheron calls the 1003. So I've got that watch still. The dial's a bit down. It's a wee bit smaller than my Vacheron. It's 31 mils. So I don't know if I want to have it anymore. It's sort of selling this one Vacheron has kind of put a hole in my collection, and I'm actually thinking of getting rid of my Audemars Piguet dress watch. I've still got the Royal Oak, the two-tone Royal Oak, but I might actually get rid of my Audemars Piguet, because just whenever I see the Audemars, I'll think about the Vacheron, and I think that's what I might have to do. Actually, I might get rid of that. I might get rid of my Audemars as a result of this. I'm thinking maybe filling that void with a. I know this is going to sound a bit tacky. Maybe a Rolex No Date Submariner, so I can have a nice. Oh, another good piece would be a Breitling Navitimer. I really do miss Breitling. So I've kind of, I don't know. It's funny how you can sell one piece and it hurts other pieces in your collection. So it's kind of sad there. But anyhow, that's my reflection on this sale here. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you can relate to the suffering and the pain that I'm experiencing after I've sold my Vacheron, and I hope you can understand why I'm sort of feeling a bit of seller's remorse. Thanks very much for looking at my video, and don't forget to come to my website www.luxurytolast.com. Thanks very much.